At Lowe's Just for Pros event, now through January 29th, you'll find deals on your go-to brands like HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams. Right now, get 25% off 5-gallon pails of Showcase Interior Paint Plus Primer. With one-coat coverage, this paint gives you great results quickly so you can keep your jobs moving with speed and efficiency. And with its advanced stain and scrub resistance, you can be confident your work will last for years to come. Don't miss the Just for Pros event, now at Lowe's, the new home for pros. Offer valid through 1/29, U.S. only.
The Sports Betting Podcast for Monday, March the 16th. Remember, we've already got NCAA Tournament Podcast up as well. Visit offshoreinsiders.com for the direct links. And your Grandmaster Handicapper, me, Joe Duffy, CEO of offshoreinsiders.com. We've got a wise guy play in the NBA for tonight, plus a major play. And you know what? Stevie Vincent and the Master Lock Line have tremendous portfolios as well. Visit offshoreinsiders.com for the details. www.offshoreinsiders.com. Toronto and Indiana. Toronto playing back-to-back 3 games in 4 days. The Pacers, 17-2-1 as a favorite with at least 1 day rest after a loss in which they scored less than 15% of their points from the free throw line. All records are against the spread unless we otherwise note. Pacers have the second best net rating in their last 15 games at plus 9.3, and the second best defensive efficiency in the last 15 games at 95.4. Portland and Washington, the Blazers, back-to-back in 3 games in 4 days. Portland 3-1 without Wesley Matthews, who is out for the year. They've gone over 3-1 without him. In 60 games this year, Matthews has contributed 15.9 points per game, 3.7 rebounds and 2.3 assists. Wizards have the best net rating in their last 5 games at 13.3. Again, that is your offensive rating subtracted by your defensive rating based on points per 100 possessions. They've actually covered their last 3 by 28.5, 11.5, and 6, though Portland is actually 6-1 their last 7. Blazers are plus 10 in their last 5 games, so they've been playing well. In fact, the last 3 Wizards and Blazers, they are the top 2 teams in terms of net rating. Washington at 25.1, Portland at 13.1. Brooklyn, Minnesota, Joe Duffy's picks with a premium play on that. Cleveland and Miami, King James is listed as questionable. Therefore, the Cleveland line has dropped. LeBron James considered questionable. Detroit and Memphis, Denver back-to-back 3 games in 4 days. Memphis, Mike Conley is questionable, but they're 5-1 without him. 16.3 points per game, 5.3 assists. Oklahoma City and Dallas. OKC back-to-back 3 games in 4 days. Serge Ibaka is doubtful. They're 2-0 without him, but remember, the theory that many sharps have is teams can rally around short term, and then there becomes a point of diminishing return, usually about the second or third game without a player. 64 games. Underrated player, 14.3 points per game, 7.8 boards. Now listen to this. Mavericks 17-0 going back to 2003 at home with at least 1 day of rest after a double-digit win at home in which they had at least 30 assists. Now, the Thunder, the second-best offensive efficiency their last 15 games at 108.1 points per 100 possessions. Charlotte and Utah, the Jazz, the best defensive efficiency the last 15 games at 92.6. Atlanta, Sacramento, Atlanta back-to-back 3 games in 4 days. The Hawks expected to rest Al Horford, who averages 15.3 points per game, 7.4 boards, 3.3 assists. Kyle Korver is doubtful with a nose injury. Kings are 6-13 without Darren Collison. Rudy Gay is questionable, under 4-1 without Gay. Hawks are 16-2 off of a road win. Kings, the worst defensive efficiency in the last 5 games, allowing 114.8 points per 100 possessions. They're also worse in the league at 110.2. Now, Gay is 20.7 points per game, 5.9 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Yeah, I know that Sacramento has been playing well, but again, with both teams expected to have some key offensive players out of the lineup, we'll still go with the Atlanta game under as your official free pick. Once again, Atlanta under. Lakers and Golden State, the Lakers playing back-to-back. Please remember, visit offshoreinsiders.com. Do you know we already have trends up for the first round of the NCAA tournament, and probably before this day is out, I should have it for round 2, excluding, of course, the matchups that have not been determined. But get that all at offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com, wherever you get your podcasts, including simulcast on YouTube.
Call 1-888-FARMERS to switch, and you could save an average of $470 on your auto insurance. That's a lot of money in just a few minutes. With savings like that, you could be lounging on an impractical amount of ornate and overpriced throw pillows you bought for your couch. But you won't, because you're better with money than that. That's why you're calling us in the first place. Call 1-888-FARMERS to get a quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Based on average nationwide annual savings survey data July to December 2020. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.